seasons where somebody hasn't been competing or was branded.
Mean.
I am mean. No one else ever deserves to win a tournament.
Yes, everyone tweet at him, E-L-A-M-I-T-E. Tell him what an awful person he is, how mean he is. Suspector off the spawn. It looks like 2 of his teammates are going to die, so he has to get out of there immediately. Spartan somehow has a sword. I don't know how he had that on the map, but either way, Suspector's still running around just trying to live. And that's not a good feeling because you have strongholds being taken all around you. It looks like Splyce was able to capture that pit area, which is very important for them. And they are currently capturing their base on the red side. So advantage into Splyce right now, and Suspector, he's in the same area of his teammate. So that's going to give away tons of information here to Splyce. They're going to know that all 3 of these players are located in that same vicinity, and they just get dropped. Shotzzy obviously not feeling any type of stomach problems.
Yeah, these guys are clearly coming out here to make a statement. Like, both of these teams, I can't even stress how hard they're going to be trying against each other here right now. I can't wait to see what kind of drama unfolds after the broadcast when the matches end. On top of that, here, Shotzzy grabs yet another kill. Numbers advantage, about to be potentially a triple cap coming down now in favor of Splyce as you see them lock that one in. Nobody from Ronin.
Oh, he forgot something.
I don't know. Do you think he would have had that one if he stayed?
He had it. He totally had that one, for sure. Renegade, he needs to go and get this reset. He does. Has the battle rifle as well, so he's in a pretty powerful position. And you got to watch out here for Splyce. I mean, they are running around slaying. They know exactly what they want to do and when they want to do it. Renegade just charging and getting in powerful positions over and over again. Look at this. This is twice now we've seen Splyce utilizing outside of the map. First it was Boo Boo Doo Boo. Now again Renegade over here. Big moment in the game. You have control. You have pit and the side base blue right now for Splyce with the overshield and camo coming up. So you can see Renegade just wants to lock this down over here, waiting for players to come. But there's a couple of deaths. Kratos flying out there with the shots. Perfect onto Renegade. Very impressive shots coming out from Kratos.
Yeah, that is a big win because not only are they going to lock in pit, keep numbers advantage, but it is the perfect time to do so. That new overshield is coming up, but the split spawns here coming out from Splyce and just immediately collapsing on this overshield location here. Now, was that just burnt by Suspector, I want to say?
I think that he believes that it was burned, so he's going to leave that one. And that has to be some very solid timing coming in from Coach Phil as Kratos does find a double kill here. This is a very important kill on the Straight Stick. If Shooter can get it, you know what? He doesn't even want the kill. He's going to come in and just get the reset. So Straight Stick missing out on a huge opportunity there. It's going to eventually come on back to him, but that's going to not end in a triple cap that these guys wanted. And now they're able to at least capture the side base and pit here to start securing some additional points. So how long can these players from Ronin hold this as Kratos has made his way on over towards security side? He's going to drop to Renegade though. Nice crossfire coming in from Splyce. That's going to be 3 dead. Last player alive, Suspector over there on the pipes. He's going to get dropped down to no shield. Shooter coming in with the cleanup as well. Very nice execution from Splyce. And look at this, Shooter even gets aggressive towards that area in front of blue and leaves pit for another teammate. I really like that play from Shooter. Even though he dies and sacrifices his life, he's at least sacrificing his life to secure pit 100%.
Yeah, he's being a big distraction there. One of the differences is when you're not standing right next to your teammate in the pit capturing it, they're not going to be, or you're not in risk of getting double naded, taken to no shields from one grenade, 2 players on your team, and then risking the whole triple cap or reverse caps in the enemy team's favor.
Looks like the cap's going to go right on over to Ronin again, so Splyce not able to hold the pit as long as they were hoping for. Another round of power-ups coming up here in the next 20 seconds. That's why you're seeing Shotzzy try to lock down the camouflage area in security. Nice thrust from Spartan. Ooh, watch out, don't get assassinated. Shooter going in for the ninja, but it's not going to connect. Ronin fighting back, getting a couple slays. This is looking good for them. I like this flank coming in from Spartan. He's getting aggressive over towards that triple cap. I think he was forgetting a little bit about the camo, but that's okay because he's getting the objective done. Someone else is going to have to be aware of that. Looks like Boo Boo Doo Boo is going to go for this camo, and then there's going to be multiple players for Splyce going outside to help secure the overshield. So I'm not sure if Straight Stick actually was the player that burned that one because we haven't seen overshield picked up quite yet. Meanwhile, camo definitely gone in the hands of Boo Boo Doo Boo.
Yeah, but Ronin doing an amazing job getting back into this one. They've held this triple cap for quite some time. They finally, the Splyce being able to capture blue base, stop this bleeding a little bit here, but we may be seeing a lead change momentarily. Splyce, however, is doing a great job. They do not want to go for the hill until they get a numbers advantage, and sure enough, that's what they're focusing on doing now as 2 members make that 3 members for Ronin drop, and Pit back over in the favor of Splyce.
And Shotzi's going to rotate over here towards the blue platform so he can secure the stronghold that they already have and choke the spawns for Ronin to be forced over towards red and security side. So heads up there by Shotzi, making sure that he's, I guess, avoiding those barrels. A little bit of a weird play there. I thought he was going to end up dying, but not the case. Shotzi's still alive over here, and the DMR does serious work on the players that are outside.
I think he was baiting the barrels. That might have been some next level barrel play that we were just seeing.
He's trying to roll the barrels towards them.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. Yeah, he was setting up a booby trap, is what I think he was doing. No, but I mean, actually, the player saw the barrels and shot at them as opposed to shooting at the individual player that was in security. So he actually bought himself a little bit of time.
Sure did, and Splyce buying them some time right now as they're racking up some points. I think that they're capturing the base behind them, and they do. So trade of side bases coming in, not the end of the world. Now, the big key is you just sit here and wait for these players to push outside. Instead, it's going to be a 2-on-2 split. I like the rotation coming in from Renegade. Is he going to bait here? Looks like he's just waiting for these guys to push in. He does get stuck. Is he going to go for the melee? He does get the double kill out of that. So nice stick by Spartan, but heads up by Renegade to use that grenade and its damage to fly in there and get the trade of kills. Kratos, again, with the outside rotation. I just don't know if it's going to work here. Splyce just waiting for these players to push. 3 dead there, all 4 dead right when the overshield comes up, Kyle. That is not good for Ronin.
Oh, Splyce has got to be feeling good about this one as they have a healthy lead. They have a triple cap. They have that new overshield, and I don't know what happened to Camo, but they might have that, or at least killing the Ronin player that picked it up.
Yeah, I think Boobadooboo picked it up last time, so he's going to be going for it this time around. And I'm not sure what time that was actually grabbed, but I think it was around the 40 mark, so should have that. Let's scroll through and see exactly where it is. Boobadooboo, he does not have it, so I believe that one was burned by the players on Splyce, but it doesn't really matter for them because they have combo in the middle of the map right now with pit control, with red base control, and the slays in their advantages. Spartan's going to be the first player to drop, so this is not looking good here. Unless all of a sudden Ronin just drops into the pit and gets multiple slays, it looks like Splyce is going to be able to take this game. There it is, the push coming into the pit right now. If someone was just to drop and contest, this game would pretty much be over. There's a contestation coming in from multiple players. 3 players from Splyce are going to drop 3 players from Ronin, and that's 100-48 game number 1 victory. Solid performance from both teams. I mean, Ronin, they fought back when they needed to, but you saw it, 70 seconds, I think, at 70 points, excuse me, triple cap coming into effect because of the overshield that was grabbed. There's nothing that you can do in that instance if you are Ronin.
Yeah, they were really battling back all the way up until the 4 down point in that last overshield grab that essentially led Splyce for the last 30 seconds, or yeah, like you said, 30 points of that game to actually come out and take the win.
Spartan with almost as many kills as entire team combined. You're looking at 9 from Kratos, 3 from Suspector, 5 from Straight Sick. Meanwhile, on the red side, just clean across the board in terms of the slays. Renegade with 11 assists, complimenting Boobadooboo as well. But you just saw very solid patience coming in from Splyce. They knew exactly how they wanted to play that one. Once they got the setup, they played the numbers game, and that is what I'm talking about with patience, where so many times where you can get a little bit, too aggressive and go for that triple cap, or you can be, a little bit flustered on what's going on because teams have the triple cap or they have the double cap. It didn't seem like Splyce was worried about that. They got the camo, Boobadooboo crouched top center with it. They waited for the numbers advantage. They got 2 kills. They all dropped in the pit. They're definitely on the same page, and it makes me worried for Ronin going into game number 2 because I don't think that we saw Splyce individually shining at all. I think that they just out teamwork these guys.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the teamwork heavily in their favor. I'm trying to think back to all the different individual plays. I know Renegade had that nice couple heads-up plays when he got stuck. A couple of the rotations were really on point from Shooter when he's pushing up in front of the bases and avoiding, grenades, avoiding his teammates getting grenaded while in pit. So overall play, I'd say everyone doing pretty good individually, and then Splyce just being a step ahead that game and really locking in the first victory with the overshield. Now, I did want to point out one another thing about the stats, Tom. On top of Spartan going 15 and 12, he had 7 strongholds captured.
7 strongholds captured.
So he was doing the most objective on his team. So just doing an amazing job, just being objective, being aggressive, being a disruption for the enemy team. And we've seen from him on any map, especially like Fathom, things like that. And he always plays well against pretty much anyone he goes up against.
Yeah, and he seems to play better against stiffer competition too, but he's going to need his teammates to really pick it up here because by far he has been the MVP in this season for Ronin. Let's see what Kratos can do here as he's making his way over towards top car side. It looks like he also has another player flying in behind him. Way too aggressive right there. Shotzi's going to punish him for that. Renegade's going to find a kill on a Spartan as well. A couple of trades coming in, at least for Ronin. Can they secure this camouflage? Big kill for StraightSick if he can find it, and he does onto Boo Boo Doo Boo. Very nice there by StraightSick. Shooter's going to drop him though, and now we're all tied up. Make that 4-3 in favor of Splyce. Splyce has pink control, so I'm sure that they would take this advantage with the 1 kill lead any day of the week. Look at that pre-grenade though coming in from Suspector. I'm surprised that Shooter was able to get caught out like that. I'm wondering if they even saw him.
Yeah, they had a 4v2 advantage when Shooter went top center. Little Suspector, top car, and another guy I think was in blue bubble, or red bubble I mean, and shoot, like that was just a great play by Suspector to actually pick up that kill on Shooter, because I thought that collapse was coming, and I thought a big lead was about to be had, but it was the exact opposite. Great heads up play from Ronin.
Ooh, Shooter knows Kratos' shot, just not up to par with him, so he's going to challenge that. And Renegade now switching on over to him and seeing if he's going to be able to help out Shotzi towards the car side of blue. One-on-one against StraightSick. Who's going to be able to take it down? Look at these players from Splyce, so confident in their shots. However, Ronin brings it right back, 8-8.
Yeah, and as we're watching Renegades, the newest addition here to this Splyce lineup. Of course, this team did come out of the LCQ. They were the last team to join the Pro League, and a lot of that comes back down to some of that bad blood and history between these teams that we're discussing, because Kratos actually held on to the Pro League spot over Boo Boo Doo Boo and Shooter, although they stayed together as the team. So there's obviously a lot of controversy around that one, and it's still carrying over till now.
Yeah, Boo Boo Doo Boo's going to pick up a couple of kills here. That's very solid for these guys because they're going to be able to get pink control. And look at this again, Kyle. They are electing to push over towards bottom center and top center. So they obviously want to flood the map as much as they can and just try to add as much aggression all over as possible. And that's kind of the Splyce style, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. They just want to collapse. They want to be aggressive. I mean, you've got Renegade, you've got Shotzi, 2 highly individually talented players, great in up-close battles and constantly being aggressive.
There it is, camouflage going on over to Renegade. Can he put this one to use? I think he picked it up right around 41, so this is the player on Splyce that you want to have with it. What a grenade coming in out of nowhere. Pre-grenade from Kratos takes the camo player all the way down to no shields, but just not going to happen, as you do have Renegade still alive with the camo.
Right, Renegade still with his camo moving around. We see a lot of camo plays happen bottom center. Actually today, especially today on Truth, we've been seeing all kinds of action happen bottom center with or without camo here. Renegade, he's going into P2. He's got a 2v1 situation though, and he does come out ahead with the help of Shooter. They're just staying alive, keeping this camo.
Yeah, Renegade putting the full camo to usage. That's what you want to see from a player. You know, you don't have to go off these amazing sprees or anything like that. As long as you're just a threat on the map,
look at that.
You don't even have to, you know, be in the game. You can be lagging against a wall. You can unplug your router for just a little bit and then plug it right back. And all of a sudden people are spawning in front of you and you're getting like free kills. I mean, it's just a dream scenario here for Renegade.
Yeah, Renegade is correct there, as he is just having a phenomenal game. Almost got taken out, but now he's just constantly catching them off spawn, and this is what we talked about, the numbers advantage with the collapse. Right now, Renegade, he knows several are dead.
Finally, someone doing what I'm saying. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, but not only that, he's blocking the spawns, like you point out as well, Tom, at red base, waiting for everyone to spawn, and there's a good chance he's going to immediately push up then, recognizing, yes, no one's going to come up and start shooting me from behind right as I push out of the base here. And now that they're starting to get some of these kills, he's going to reposition himself so they can be aware if a red spawn occurs.
That's correct, and that's 12 kills now. They are just pulling away with this one. A lot of that having to do with that camouflage picked up, and Renegade still hasn't died since he was able to grab that one. You can see Shotzi trying to pick up the next round over here. Spartan in P2 with Kratos, but they need to drop down P1 and realize that that is up already. There it is. It is waiting for Shotzi to pick it up, but multiple players from Splyce on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to do here. Still 2 guys from Splyce below the base. Renegade pushes out, grabs 1 kill. So it's a 2v2 scenario here. Renegade probably getting some call-outs. So just play over here at pink side. Big 1v1. Renegade comes out way ahead over Kratos. Perfect shots once again and takes over P-Tower control. Jeez, look at these shots we're seeing from Renegade right now.
Yeah, just piercing from across the map. You got to watch out. He is laying down some serious cover fire from the pink side. And the best thing about it is his teammates are working together over towards the car side, and it seems like they're doing a fine job at it as well. Boobadoo and Shotzi picking up a couple of kills, and Renegade's still alive, Kyle. Go ahead and take a look at the stats and let me know what you have going on here as we have a tweet that came in. Sorry, I missed that one.
Oh, it was a nice, about open up a cold one to watch some Pro League action here. But as far as stats go, Tom?
9-1 for Renegade.
Yes, Renegade being a beast. Kratos in at 3-10. And then Suspector doing a lot of work here for Ronin, in at 7-6.
And he's still alive towards this pink side of the map. You see everybody kind of turtling right now on the side of Ronin. All they need to do is get 1 kill on the side of Splyce, and they are really going to open that up and charge over there. I love the positioning from the top center player, which is Shotzi, but Renegade needs to help out from that player that is Card 2. Instead, he's going to challenge Straight Sick, get that Top Gun medal. Winning that 1v1 is the aggression that they needed now. Now they can go and collapse on this. However, Ronin has rotated across the other side, and it doesn't matter, enemy, you know, friend, you're still getting dropped by Renegade. I'm surprised that Kratos even lives in that situation. Now he's calling out for some help over there. Renegade gets a little bit too aggressive for the first time and starts to challenge. Can he take out Kratos? He does. Killing Frenzy. Can he kill Straight Sick as well? He lives. Gets the help from Boo Boo Doo Boo. This guy is going off.
All right, so it looks like he was 1-1 and then hasn't died since this game. So just doing an amazing job, these movements. I mean, what map was it that he was 18-2? Was that rigged?
I can't remember.
In the LCQ?
Yeah, he definitely was 18-2. I'm not sure what it was.
Either way, when he goes off, he goes off.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It could have been Eden. Heck, it could have been Coliseum. I mean, any of those maps sounds much more logical than going whatever he's going right now on Truth, because Truth is one of those game types that it's very difficult to get on any type of spree, let alone a killing frenzy, and able to do it with like less than 5 deaths. So very, very impressive coming in. And also the fact that he had that pistol that he picked up from bottom center for so long, that's why he was able to outshoot a majority of the players that he was going up against. You saw him pegging that player into the window. That's not normal, you know, pistol magnum damage, whatever you want to call it. So he utilized all the positioning, all the weapons, that camouflage to the full effect.
Anything in Halo 5, the little nuances in the map, nooks and crannies there, different thrust action, just great overall play, you know, Renegade has really been improving.
Big 1v1, Straight Sick against Shotzi. He's able to get that one. Can they get the comeback going here from Ronin? They desperately need Straight Sick to get it going. Straight Sick, one of those guys that has an amazing shot. You can see him backing down Renegade, who hasn't been really missing all game as well. Has some very solid communication from Straight Sick too, so he just needs to get something going here for this Ronin team. That's a good start. Kratos finding that kill onto Shotzi. That's going to be 3 dead. Spartan does drop across the map, though, from Renegade. Renegade somehow picking him off from the opposing window. Perfect shots across the map. That's big.
That was such a big kill. That was almost a 4v0 scenario with the first spawner coming up across the map if Renegade wasn't able to grab that kill, but instead they've been able to disrupt the setup here from Ronin and overtake car side of the base. Now they do not know that Straight Sick is hiding literally directly below them. We'll see if he's able to make any kind of good flanks out of this.
Slowly but surely creeping around the corner.
Slowly but not surely. I think everyone from Carside has literally left Carside before Straight Sick. And that whole time he not realized. I didn't even catch that at first. No, and you see Suspector getting some perfect kills, but Straight Sick's completely taken out of the battle.
This is like a nightmare. You guys ever have that, you know, you ever fall asleep and the next thing you know, you're running from like Freddy or Jason, but you're trying to run as fast as possible. You just can't. All of a sudden you're in sludge.
He's going to kill his teammate just to take his ammo in a
Straight Sick right now. It's just a Halo nightmare.
He's got Spartan charges his last hope, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do here.
Oh,
and he steals the ammo.
Take that, shooter. That is game going on over to Ronin just because Straight Sick won that battle with no ammo.
Okay.
Don't care what the score is, they win.
I still care a little bit about the scores because Straight, that was amazing. That was honestly really good. And I kind of thought maybe they were getting back into it.
Ronin.
Yeah, but then he made the worst play I've seen so far and challenged a guy, no shields. Just because you got ammo doesn't mean you have to fight everyone across map when you're no shields. And he just did it again and died again. You can't be doing that.
Not when you're the 47th, 48th, 49th kill, but at some point, you just start going for clips, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, great clip, but, you know, I'd rather take the W, and we'll see what happens after that. But, yeah, Ronin showing good signs of life. Straight, an amazing shot. We pointed that out. Generally can make really good decision-making, but, you know, I definitely jump down or, you know, come down hard on some people for overcommitting, and especially with the sniper rifle. People that go for too many no-scopes, you know, it's one of my pet peeves there. And just over-challenging because, you know, he just took himself out of that fight. If he had sat behind that wall, he could have bought 5 to 10 seconds for his teammates to go over there and do something. It's 5 to 10 seconds where that guy car side of the base isn't shooting at anyone else. And all you do is really hurt your team by doing that. And so taking a look at these stats here, Renegade, no surprise here, 17 and 4, the only person in single-digit deaths, yet he had the most kills and a healthy number of assists.
Yeah, 15 assists. I mean, he had as many as his entire team combined in kills last game. Now he has more assists than all of them combined. Spartan still putting on show, you know, in terms of the kills and deaths department, and this time with the assists. But there was nothing that they could have done on the Ronin side when you have Renegade doing things like this. I mean, Killing Frenzy, anytime that you get a Killing Frenzy in a Slayer game, I say 8-9 times out of 10, you're gonna win. And that's why it's really important to value your life in tournament scenarios and not over challenge and over commit, like you're saying. We talk about prioritizing kills and all of those types of things. We're gonna have to see more of that going into Coliseum CTF here for Ronin. Ronin's a good Coliseum CTF team. I think that, you know, in terms of being able to run the flag elbow and, you know, the way that Kratos flanks around the map, I think that Ronin is definitely, you know, a force to be reckoned with here. They're just not putting it all together in terms of individual performances, and that's what I was worried about. Remember, I was saying, oh yeah, they won game 1, 100 to like 40 something, but yet nobody really went off. It was just a clean game. Well, guess what happened in game 2? Renegade showed up, and now you're screwed. So now game 3, you're gonna have to have not only a better teamwork performance, but a better individual performance. And it's not like it can't happen, but someone's going to have to step up. I just don't know who it's going to be for Ronin.
Oh, I think the good thing about going into Coliseum is it could be a couple different people. So Spartan is a guy that's always going to be flanking and getting behind you and be a big disruption. Straight, we've seen what Straight was able to do when he was on Optic Gaming against CLG. So of course we're digging way back in the day for this one here, but he went on a 10 or 11 spree, I want to say, off the start of CTF when he was on LOL, or, you know, lots of team name changes have happened over the years, but regardless, he was able to completely shut down current Optic Gaming for the first 2 minutes of this game.
So we're starting off with Suspector over here. Let's see what Aiden's going to be able to do. Haven't watched much of his point of view. It's kind of been all Splyce here so far, so we're going to try to give some more love on over to Ronin and see what they're going to be able to do. But Renegade with the rockets immediately makes you want to switch on over to anybody with a weapon, because we saw just how explosive that Optic straight ripping game was. Anytime you get that rocket launcher, it is setting yourself up for prime position to go for a flag capture. You have Shotzi with the sniper rifle as well. Suspector, we've seen him in this position before as the last guy alive, trying to just do whatever he can to find information or a kill for his team, but just so difficult when you have Splyce collapsing everywhere and you have weapons in their hands. So nothing that these guys can do except a nice pull coming in from, it looks like Spartan. Yeah, Spartan is down there straight sick as well in the grass. So possible counter cap coming in if they want to try to rotate this one over towards the elbow, which we were talking about is where they normally like to do it. Instead, they're going to turn return for a return, or trade a return for a return, excuse me. Words are hard, but that is actually a very good trade there, because of the fact that that was a flag capture for Splyce, unless Spartan was able to go and get that flag grab like he did, mainly because you had rockets and sniper rifle in their hands. So really like that play coming out from Ronin.
Yeah, now we've got that sniper rifle in the hands of Spartan, who's been able to do pretty impressive things in the past here. We'll see if he's able to catch eyes on any of these players or find some of these lines of sight. There's 2 players from Splyce pushing over snipe side, 1 chilling over by the elbow, and then of course the newest shooter just coming off spawn back in the base. Now Renegade picks up a kill there on Straight. So we'll see Spartan starting to lose that numbers advantage, but they do not know he's here. They have not been able to spot him yet. He's got 3 players around him, and he's making pretty good decisions so far on who to focus on. Gets 2 of those players. There's another one right above him. We'll see if he's able to hit this one. If I had to put my money on it, I would say no.
Oh, come on. What is that?
Oh, it was so close, though.
I mean, that's a very difficult angle, first of all, in order not only to, you know, hit the headshot, but even getting a body shot's pretty difficult. The chance,
just living there is
yeah. Well, he's living, but the thing is the flag cap happened throughout all of that too. So he picked up a couple of kills, but in the grand scheme of things, doesn't really matter. You do have rockets in your hands. You could possibly use this map control to get a counter, but when you're down 2-0 in an instance like that, I'd really like to see him sacrifice his life and do whatever he can to make sure that you're not going down in this game. But he's gonna drop right after that kill from Shooter came in with the grenade, and now Kratos is the last guy alive.
Yeah, last guy alive. He's in front of the base, so he's in bad position. Isn't going to have much help. He's doing his best to be that distraction here like he should be. New sniper 10 seconds away from spotting you. It looks like Splyce, rather than go, you know, and chase him down too much, as I say, that Renegade goes and picks up the kill there. 3 dead once again here for Ronin. Last guy alive, straight sick, trying to do what he can to be a distraction. Oh, and what a great move. But that new sniper's going to go over and hands a Boo Boo Doo Boo, and sure enough, straight sick walks right into certain death.
Boo Boo Doo Boo just thought for sure straight sick was dead and just went with a slow like tap of the button there instead of the spam there from the pistol. But he has a sniper rifle, playing it a little bit conservative. Tons of ammo over here, and if he could just get this player cleared out, they should be in prime position to get over towards top rockets. He can help over towards that catwalk side. There's no reason that they should be able to at least get a flag capture right now with this sniper rifle in his hands. So Boo Boo Doo Boo could just play a little bit of Slayer defense here. He could literally just do what he's doing. Sit on the elbow, watch his own flag, help secure catwalk side, and watch his street. He can also support the player that's sitting over towards top catwalk area, which is Shotzi. So really good play by Boo Boo Doo Boo, honestly. It's up to these guys from Ronin. Spartan finally with the heads-up play to get the sniper rifle out of his hands, because Boo Boo Doo Boo could have been there all day.
Yeah, they did just take out 2 members of Splyce, including that sniper rifle player, but at the result of 3 going down here for Ronin. Now, they do have rockets in their hands, so this is going to be a good moment for them to try to execute on a strategy. You can see them starting to group up over here on their flag and over towards Fountain side of the map. They want to start making some coordinated pushes here, but you've got Splyce on the defense, Shooter up on the high pyramid here, Shotzi running around over towards DMR and Cuts as well, and oh, what a rocket.
Rocket coming in from Kratos. Can he find the second one? He does, but gets traded out with Renegade. Nice rockets coming in from Kratos. Shotzi trying to take out straight sick over there, but he's going to elect not to challenge there. I like that play. He's trying to use the sound of the lift to distract the players over towards the pyramid. He also doesn't have enough information to make the move quite yet, so he's just waiting, posturing, trying to find out where these guys are going. Straight stick over there towards the sneaky. He also has another player over towards the maze that he spotted. Boo Boo Doo Boo's going to drop that player. Now he has this guy on his radar as well. Melee somehow hitting. Shotzi still trying to stay alive. Spartan's going to drop him there with a double melee. Now Spartan getting aggressive, flying in towards the window area. It looks like another player did the same thing. Kratos gave away Spartan's position. 2 players doing the same thing, clamoring the window. It doesn't work.
Yeah, they just had 2 go down. It's a big numbers advantage, and the push starting to come in here from Splyce. You got straight sick being a good distraction back of the base, but no, Renegade doubles back out of the window and survives over by the blue DMR. And look at that, he was just in the window taking no shields by straight sick, and then flies all the way back to his own base trying to go for the kill. Not my favorite play to backtrack that far without having the flag out or anything like that. And obviously it doesn't work out in their favor this time around.
Ooh, straight sick trying a little wiggle womble around the corner. Looks like they got this flag out pretty far past the 50-yard line. That's the farthest that they've gotten this the entire game so far. Trying to tie this one up 1-1, still just sitting there. Shooter trying to stay alive. He does drop straight sick. Good trade of kills. Kratos now has the flag. Looks like he's going to be able to put this one in as soon as he grabs it. There it is, Kratos. You got it. And there, put it in 1-1. Nice cap there. I mean, they did such a good job of keeping that flag alive and communicating, relaying it, but now they've kind of left themselves open for possibly a double cap. Spartan with that rocket kill is going to be a pretty solid defensive stand just for a little bit, but it looks like the rockets did go right on over back to Boo Boo Doo Boo. and he's not going to be able to use them quite yet. Kratos, ooh, nice little dodge there, is going to be able to ground pound flag return this. Boo missing out on some huge opportunities to put this second flag in.
Yeah, I mean, that honestly should have been almost a guaranteed capture. The first rocket was pretty poor, the second one just as poor after that, but it still might not even matter. That flag is still out. They're still trying to move it. Boo doing a great distraction. Picks up a trade, but that is 4 down and a flag return here coming out from Ronin, and they are starting to move this flag already.
Yeah, you got to watch out for these guys. They're a solid CTF Coliseum team. You can see how much more comfortable they are in this game type compared to Truth Slayer, where Splyce was just really picking them apart. Kratos trying to land the no-scope, gets his kill onto his former teammate. Shooter, ooh, nasty double kill onto Shotzi, looking for the triple kill stick. Not able to find it. Looks like Boo is going to have to, ooh. Boo comes in with the cleanup. I thought Kratos was going to be able to get out of there, but nice sniping coming out from Kratos. And it looks like now 2-1. Much different than what we've been seeing the entire series, Kyle. Can they bring this one to a game number 4? Ooh, Suspector.
That's 3 dead. 2 perfects and a fall off the map. That's 3 down for Ronin. Still tons of time left to play here. Last guy, or what was the last guy? Wait, what just happened there? Maybe a ninja, maybe just a beatdown, not sure. A lot of action happening over here towards Blue Fountain, but you do have Ronin playing hard defense here, trying to keep Splyce from regaining this control.
Rockets are up.
Ooh, look at this Spartan going for the Rockets with a one-on-one against Renegade. This is a very important turn of events here. Very aggressive play coming in from Spartan. However, Renegade, I thought that he got double teamed over there. Instead, they're going to give him the perfect shot.
I thought Spartan was getting triple teamed over there, but no, Renegade just 2 solid, 2 on point here with his shots.
Definitely, and now you can see Splyce now putting themselves in position with the weapons here as Shooter has the rockets and you have Boo making his way over towards the snipe side. But one of the things that I noticed Ronin does so well, oh my gosh,
God.
He lives, are you kidding me? One of the things that, oh, what an amazing stick. One of the things that these guys do so well.
Sorry.
No, he has 2.
Oh no, I meant 4 to get the rockets.
Oh. I was like, wait a second.
I was about to go into this whole big swing thing, Tom, but then you just threw me.
No more swing things, please. I'm getting dizzy, man.
All right,
Shooter
where
with
we
the
at?
shots, trying to flank around the corner over here. You also have Suspector caught out as the last guy alive, second to last guy alive, excuse me. Straight Sick actually has the sniper rifle, as you can see his player outline sitting over towards that sniper ramp. And it looks like he's gonna throw that one off. So Sniper's gonna be off the map, no rockets either. This is the opportunity for Splyce to push in. But going back to before, Ronin, what they do is they have a really methodical push to try to retake snipe side control. They send a guy into a cave, they send a guy into a maze, and they send another guy over towards the sneaky area. So when they do that, you could tell that they've had some sort of like timing, or they've met about it and talked about what they want to do in order to retake control in Coliseum. And no better way than making sure that whatever the enemy team wants to control, you make sure that you lock down that area and make sure that they're not getting in there.
Yeah, definitely just focusing on keeping the enemy team off of their game, keeping them uncomfortable on the map here. And as you see, 2-1 lead to Ronin. They've got to be feeling pretty good about this. The fact they've been able to take that lead. And I think as far as, you know, stats go overall, it is Splyce out slaying once again Ronin, but just not being able to capitalize on flags.
Yeah, Splyce has this kind of, you know, persona where they've, you know, done this before, and they always seem to be winning in the slaying category, but in terms of being able to get that objective in, just not able to. And I think about that first cap that we had that didn't go in for Splyce, right? The counter pull coming in from Spartan. That was probably, up until, you know, the flag started to go in, for Ronin, had to be the biggest play of the game so far for these guys, because that is just textbook Ronin. And Kratos, something that he always does so well is flanking down towards that elbow area. But now, looks like they're getting a little bit of taste of their own medicine as this flag is being run down towards the runway. Kratos gonna find a kill onto Shooter. Oh, Renegade is gonna get bumped by one of his teammates, and they both are gonna sit on top of that grenade. However, the flag does go in. Straight Sick coming in with a kill. This is the opportunity, though, for Ronin to come in with the counter cap. Kratos has to watch this elbow area. Nice grenade. Still has to lock this down, though. Constantly watching this area is the only way to secure the cap. Watching your own elbow elbow as well. Instead, he's going to try to relay this flag, gets shot in the back, doesn't cut off the angles that he needed to. Boo Boo Doo Boo now in position to potentially get this return, and it happens. All Kratos had to do was watch that player on the elbow, and he got outmaneuvered hard.
The biggest mistake was he thrust it towards the flag instead of just going to grab it. If he had just grabbed it and thrust it away with the flag, this game would be over, but instead, we're getting ready to go into an overtime.
Yeah, that's a good point. Didn't even notice the misuse of the thrust there. Just kind of noticed the angles. You know, obviously we have a huge advantage being able to see the player outlines, but there's no reason to sit on the bottom of the map right there if you're Chris. You got to get the height advantage. You got to make sure that you're locking down the players that are going to be running around virtually like little ants. I mean, they're so easy to pick off when you know that you can bait that flag guy. They're virtually running in a straight line, so big missed opportunity there for Ronin. Let's see if Splyce can close him out now.
But just to point out one thing too, though, is that it was only an opportunity for Ronin was because Boo Boo Doo Boo was so close and hugging the flag carrier when it was coming back in. He should have been back in the base 10 seconds before that, and they may have very well just been able to hold them off and not had to worry about a counter cap coming in.
That's for sure. And now you're looking at a scary situation as Shotzi's pushing in for the triple kill. Can he find it? He does, and that's a fresh 3 dead as the flag. Doesn't matter, kind of pass it on off to his teammate. Oh, Boo Boo Doo Boo. You forgot something, man.
Everybody's forgetting stuff.
Yeah, Spartan, I like that angle that he's taken too. He's also taken the high ground, so very good use of the spawn there coming in. And also now possibly being able to put a flag grab of their own here. Flag is going to be returned in that window. That was the one that Boo Boo Doo Boo forgot. But now you have Straight Sick getting that kill on a Boo Boo Doo Boo. Make that a double kill for Straight Sick. Shotzi's going to drop. Spartan staying alive. Possible triple kill coming in here for Straight Sick. Suspector is going to clean that one up. All 4 dead temporarily as you have the spawners over towards the elbow. If Spartan drops here, that's pretty big. Nice job by Splyce. 2-on-2 situation now.
2v2. Straight Sick's in a battle here with Boo Boo Doo Boo, who's over by the elbow. Flag is out, but he's running it right into Renegade. That one's not going anywhere. And then this is where you've got to worry. That flag does get returned, and map controller numbers advantage, I should say, is over to Splyce. And then you can see we're watching the kill feed here. There's just a constant battle back and forth for both Rockets and Sniper side of the map control here. And you can see now it's Splyce's turn to see if they can get a flag pull.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaking like minute and a half here for Ronin. Ooh, Boo Boo Doo Boo getting the shots on the Kratos there. Kratos almost had him, but super close fight. Ends up going in favor of Splyce. Those 50-50s really matter here. It's only a minute left on this game. If they're not able to get a flag capture here for either side, we are going to be moving into another game here. It will be a full replay. So you can tell these players definitely want to try to end this here on Splyce. They do not even want to have to go into the replay because of the way that these players on Ronin have been fighting so hard in Coliseum CTF. You can tell they really don't want to get 3-0'd here. Splyce has other plans in mind. You have nice flanks coming in from top Rocket side. Boo Boo Doo Boo does drop, though, over towards the other side, and that is not going to be good here for Splyce. That is the angles that they needed to cover as the flag does get pulled. That's just going to get shut down immediately. Kind of a desperation pull coming in from Splyce. It looks like we are probably going to be going into a full replay unless something magical happens with this last flag here.
Yeah, I mean, there is still time to move this across the map, but as you can see in the kill feed there, 2 members go down for Ronin, who was actually the one to pull the flag. So this is not looking good. I don't...
Oh,
yeah.
They were trying to toss it? You saw 2 players?
I know what he was going for.
So what if, like, you toss it out into the middle of the map, and then the other player jumps out of the window and grabs the flag and turns around 180 and then tosses it to the other guy.
Thrust 180.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do some crazy stuff with the thrust and the clamor. You can make it from side to side, but looks like we're going to be going into a full replay. We'll pull up the stats for you guys really quick so you can see that one. Doesn't really matter much since we are going into the replay, but we can at least give you a little bit of a feel for who was playing solid in that one. Taking a look at the assists first and foremost, that stands out. Suspector dropping 20 and Shooter dropping 20 as well. Renegade with 4 perfect kills, 33 and 27. But you got to give credit to a couple of people. I got to say that really everyone on Ronin stepped it up big, but especially Kratos with the sniper rifle picking up that double kill. He kind of dropped the, I guess you could say dropped the ball, dropped the flag, whatever it was towards the end there. But Spartan with the huge counter pull in the beginning of the game to be able to make sure that Splyce didn't go up 1-0 to start and get off to a super hot beginning, because keep in mind they had rockets, they had sniper rifle, they could have just continued to steamroll those guys, but big plays, heads up plays coming out from Ronin keeps them alive.
Yeah, I mean, Spartan 3 flag grabs, 2 out of suspect. Spectre, 2 from Straight Sig. Kratos had some good moments of anchoring and elbow. I know he got the better of, I think, Shooter and maybe even Boo Boo Doo Boo a couple times when he was hiding in cave, I should say. But overall, yeah, it was a lot of good play. Renegade, extremely aggressive. He had 3 flag returns, Spectre 4 flag returns. So on top of the grabs and the returns, you see how objective-oriented, how many flagpoles were moved across the map in this game. And sure enough, like we said, tied 2-2, and it is going to be a full replay.
Yeah, I want to scroll through really quick and take a look at some of these again. Renegade had both of the captures as well, pretty interesting there. 3 returns too, so there was tons of flag movement going on in that game, which you really have to be on top of your stuff. So now we go into an instance where they didn't get the power weapons for Ronin to begin with, but yet they still fought back. If they're able to secure the rockets and secure the sniper rifle, I'm going to say that they can win this game. I'm definitely confident that their CTF Coliseum game has to be one of their strongest game types. So.
Not only that, but one of the flags that Splyce wasn't able to secure was when Shotzi got a triple kill in the base and pulled the flag. So that was one of those crazy times.
Oh yeah, Boo Boo Doo Boo forgot that
flag.
Does
that? Oh, that's right. It was a Boo Boo Doo Boo drop flag. So there were a lot of crucial mistakes there that led to this replay. Oh, Kratos,
Ooh,
crucial.
They are forgetting everything.
Everybody's got butterfingers right now.
You know, you ever see Little Giants and that guy puts the purple stuff on his hands and then he puts it on his jersey and he can't get it off? They need that stuff.
Did you just Little Rascals me?
No, that was Little Giants.
Oh, Little Giants me, yeah.
I did, Little Giants.
You Little Giants me.
Kratos with the counterpull. This is almost exactly what happened in the beginning of the last game. You saw sniper rifle going in the hands of Ronin, or excuse me, of Splyce, and then Ronin coming around with the elbow counterpull.
Ooh, Shotzi picks up a sniper kill there, but you can see in the kill feed, 2 dead for Splyce. Numbers advantage. Great flag pull comes out of whoever that was. And Renegade finish off the kills. That was Shotzi who grabbed that flag. So flag is still out, doing a great job, buying extra time here for his team. Flag's at home, another grab comes in, but still numbers advantage here over towards Ronin. They need to play this one carefully because this is going to be a tense moment for them. And Shotzi's here playing some defense with this sniper rifle.
Yeah, Shotzi trying to go for the no-scope over here. I feel like all he has to necessarily do is go for the touch. Instead, he's going for a little bit of a slay. And, you know, overslaying, not necessarily a bad thing, but Splyce, they tend to do this just a little bit too much. All you have to do if you're Shotzi realistically is rotate and get high ground, and that's something that he was possibly looking for. Instead, he's going to go the risky route and be extremely aggressive with his sniper rifle. Can he land the no-scope on the player on the elbow? No. That's going to be Spartan trying to sneak away with his life. He didn't even have time to grab the sniper rifle because he realized he was way too weak there. Just going to take his kill with the carbine and get out. But now Renegade is caught over here as multiple players are going to eventually collapse on him. You can see one player on the DMR, one player over towards the sneaky, but Boo Doo Boo with the rockets.
Rocket launcher ready.
Shutting it down.
Renegade here still on the stream, playing around, trying to buy some time. He gets taken out. You can see in the kill feed there. Rockets have also found their way over into Splyce's hands as he grabs, or excuse me, Boo Boo Doo Boo's the one grabbing a double kill here. Flying across the map. Shotzi grabs a kill. That's a 4v2 situation as he's pushing into the back of the base. Grabs another nade kill. They got to be careful. These spawners will be coming up shortly. Shooter pushes in immediately to try to help out. Gets the double beatdown, Tom. Fresh 3 dead here for Ronin as they're moving this flag across the map.
Another run down towards the elbow. Looks like this one is going to be very cleanly executed here from the side of Splyce. I love that he even has an escort coming back, and it looks like a couple players are going to drop. Kyle, go ahead and take a look really quick for me and see who it was that actually dropped out of there. That's going to be 2 players from Ronin quitting out as it was 2-0. So looks like they dropped out, and we will probably get a replay of that game at a 2-0 score line, which is kind of unfortunate for Splyce because they were really steamrolling that one. They even had all the weapons.